Hello friends, my name is Evelyn Joy and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be sewing surgical masks for some friends of mine. Now to sew these, first I'm going to be using this fabric for my friend Danny's husband and for her son. I'm going to be using this, my friend Danny, she gardens. I'm going to be using this shirt to make one for her. I was looking for a good pattern for a gardening theme for hers. And her daughter likes My Little Pony, so I'm using these pants. So these are coming from the bag of clothes that are too small for my daughters that we're going to get donated to the thrift store, and the other one is some extra fabric that I found in the attic yesterday. It was like a total gem, so working on sewing those. The first thing I'm going to do is cut them into squares. Then I'm going to pin them so that they have a wrinkle in them, then sew along the sides, and then sew on a ribbon for tying it in the back. Sew ribbon on the top and bottom. Okay, so this is a side. The seam was in the middle of the pants on the front and back, so this is actually the side and going down to part of the pant. So this is a nice big square. I'm going to fold it now, and then I'm going to pin it to sew it. Okay, so I made 3 folds and I pinned the sides here, and now I'm going to sew along the sides, then fold it over and fold it under and sew along the sides to make a clean edge. Okay. At the last minute I decided to make it closer together because I remembered I'm making it for a little girl. So I'm going to do it closer together over here too, and actually I'm going to want to make this a lot smaller, so I'm actually going to fold these in a bit more so that I can make it little kid size, right? So it's going to be right in here, little kid size, but I'm not going to cut off any material. I'm just going to fold it under and reinforce it. Okay, I take that back. I'm going to make a straighter line here, and I am going to trim off a bit. So I made a straighter line and I trimmed off the sides. Now I'm going to fold over this side and the bottom edge, and I'm going to sew it. Okay, so this is how it turned out, and it turned out perfect. So now what we need is some strings on it. So this pant leg, I'm going to put it to good use. I'm going to trim it and use it for ribbon for the mask. So here are my strips that I cut out of that one pant leg that I showed you. These are my scraps. And I'm going to fold these in half and sew them together, and I might have to use the other pant leg too. We'll see. Okay, I sewed one little one, and I'm going to connect it right here. I'm going to sew it just like that. Okay, this is the back of the mask. I sewed back and forth twice, so it's got 4 times reinforcement right here. Okay, so I did this side too. I also want to do down here, but also these are not long enough to tie in the back, so I'm going to have to add to the length of all of them. Okay, so I now have all 4 attached, but what I need to do is add some length so it'll be for sure long enough to tie behind the child's head. Okay, so I officially finished it. I ended up adding on to the ends so that it can tie behind the head. This goes on the nose and this goes on the chin.